Hey everyone, and welcome to Conquer the Mirror Demon Christmas calendar. My name is Tanya Anderson, and I am your host. And this amazing summit that is all about Christmas calendar, that is all about love, a connection where I'm getting together with you. That is watching this with my friends. That is dear to my heart, where they will share a piece of them with you guys. So today we have one of my friends that's called Christopher. Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure, as always, to see your beautiful face and to speak with you and share ideas.
Likewise, likewise. So Christopher and I, we have known each other for like 2 years or something like that when we was like in HTL 25. That is like a leadership program. That is where our connection starts to connect on. And after that, we have supported each other. Christopher, he is an amazing guy. He is a powerhouse. He have a lot of energy. And he has served, he is a former NY police. That word is a little bit challenged me.
Lieutenant, my last rank before I retired was lieutenant.
Lieutenant. Oh, okay. Yeah, please share a little bit about you, my friends, because the words that is in the text, there is so many new words that I can see.
Well, I'm retired from law enforcement now. I spent close to a quarter century in law enforcement in New York City metro area, fighting crime, doing undercover work, etc. I'm also right now a realtor. I sell real estate in the Central Florida area, Orlando, outside Orlando. But my real passion, and it has been gardening, vegetable gardening, in a very organic way. So if you want to get into that, we could talk about what I do, where I do it, and how I do it, gardening, to in a sustainable way, natural way, without any kind of industrial components such as pesticides or herbicides. We try to use natural compost. We have to vet our manure because unfortunately we found out that most manure that you go to get from cows at farms no good because they have pesticides in them and you spread them on your garden and it kills your whole garden. So we try and we strive to be as organic as possible. A little harder, of course, because the pest load in Central Florida, especially during the summer, is quite large. So you have to find natural ways to combat it. So you want to get praying mantises we'll raise and bring in, and we try to get the ladybugs that are natural predators to the aphids and etc. And use natural compounds such as BP, it's called. It kills all the eggs and the worms that do the most damage to our vegetable garden. So what else? What else you want to know? What do we grow?
So guys, the topic that Christopher and I will talk about is sustainability. And we will share a little bit of, he will share a little bit about grow your own healthy life through living well and sustainable food. So before we are going into that, Christopher, as you know, Conquer Your Demon is about you, where you are sharing one of your most challenging moments in your past and why that is the key for what you're working with now. So let's go back in the past. You get to share some wonderful stuff with my dear friend. So what is one of your most challenging moments in the past
What are my most
that lead
challenged?
you to stability?
Well, I have Lyme disease, and it was my first memento mori event. Memento mori is near death. You know you're dying. And that's from that experience where you're just about to give up. You're at the end. I build, and that's my base from where I go in life now, right? The last time I had it, it hit me so hard and so out of the blue. I was on a mission trip to the foothills in South Carolina, a very poor area in the United States, Appalachian Mountains, with our youth group. I didn't want to go to it. I was doing my darndest to get out of it. But of course, it was my daughter's senior year in high school. And if I didn't go, there's always the excuse. If you don't do it, we're not going to be able to do it. No one else wants to do it. So hesitantly, I went and did it. 2-3 days into it, the Lyme disease came back. And it was debilitating. I could hardly walk, painful joints. We got home. A week later, I grinded it out, got home a week later. And all of a sudden, I'm losing weight. And I can't stop it. The doctors don't know what they're doing. I'm not even thinking Lyme disease because I had it once before and I was cured. So I didn't even realize that it could come back, and it came back. And it almost killed me. I finally did the research, found the right doctor who brought me back. But at that moment of doubt, when you think you're dying, I'm laying in bed because I can't move. I have no energy. I'm wasting away. I lost 30 pounds. All my muscle is gone. I'm saying, this is it. I'm making calculations. If I continue losing weight at this amount per day, I got maybe a month to live, and then I'm dead. And when you realize that, it's shocking at one point, but it's also kind of, okay, it's inevitable anyway. Why not now? So what I did was I crawled out of bed, got on my knees, prayed to Jesus, because I am a Christian. I am saved by the blood of Jesus Christ on the cross. And I prayed, and such a relief came. I said, Jesus, now, this is very painful. I'm in excruciating pain. Every time I move, my joints feel like they're exploding. I said, please, if it's my time, it's my time, right? I have no choice in the matter. It's up to you. I'm not ready to go yet, but I do not want to sound like you owe me something, because you don't. You handed me a ticket when I was born, and you could punch that ticket at any time. So I said, if it's my time, I just ask that I die in grace very quickly. If not, please find a way to cure me. Well, I felt this wet blanket of stress and despair just get lifted off. And I found a doctor. Make a long story short, because I know I could talk about this for hours.
It gets me short, my friend.
So I find a doctor. He hooks me up. I get cured. I said, you know what? It all comes down to staying healthy. You are what you eat. You are what you drink. You are what you put in your body. It has to be quality nutrition. It has to be pure water. And you have to take the right supplements, especially we're getting older. I'm getting older. I'm going to be 61 in March. I consider myself an older athlete. I play golf. I still spar around. I mix it up. I work out. I enjoy life. But you have to fine tune your body. You got to stay in shape. And so that reawoke me to my garden passion, which I kind of fell off of.
Chris, before you share that, so in that moment when you realize you are on the couch and you are close to die, or you feel dying, like what was some of the thought you have? What was some of the emotion you had that was challenge for you to be in? There was a challenge to share with people.
You know what? The biggest, you start feeling regrets. Did I live enough? Did I live up to my potential? Who did I let down? Not just myself, but my family, my children, etc. Could I have been a better man, a better father, a better employee, just a whole better person? And it makes you definitely look at how you're living your life. Are you sitting on a couch? Are you on your damn phone? Are you just doing enough? I mean, it's all right. You could go and watch videos, but you have to better have done something that day. You
Yeah,
better
you
have
get to.
accomplished something that day before you sit down and relax.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned, because I was getting a little slack before that. I was getting very complacent in my life. And that's where HCL comes in too, because that really snaps you out of that. What do we call that? Where you're in that doldrum.
In
It
the
gets you back
spin
out. It
victim
gets you
mentality.
back into the right gear.
Yeah.
And that's what I have to say. Listen, you don't need a memento mori to realize where you are in life. Take an account. See what you have done, what you could have done better. Or do you give up too easy? Don't give up.
So what did you realize you could do better in that moment? Like, what was some of your hormones that you saw in the eyes?
What I realized was life is very precious, and it's very time, right? Very precious. You don't realize how fast it goes. I might be 60. I feel like I'm 30 because I take care of myself. But I'm looking, and again, you count your 60, 70, 80. Come on, man. Clock is running out. I don't care how good you take care of yourself. Live life to the fullest. Don't sit on your butt complaining. Oh, they're picking on me. I didn't get this assignment. I didn't do. No, go out and make it on your own. You didn't get that job. There's something else better out there for you.
So what did you that get to be about you realize about yourself instead of like talk about the audience? Like, I want some deep stuff, my friend. Like, what was your realization? Like, life is short. Go deeper. Like, what did you really realize so the audience can connect with you? Like, share a piece of you with the audience.
Well, you never know when it's your time to pass on, right? So to dig deep, just live life while you have it, while you're healthy, while you have your mind. Don't hesitate. If you want to do something, do it. You might not
So that was a communication with yourself, because now you're talking to the audience. It's not really sharing about you, my friend. Like, was that something you realized with yourself? Is you was stuck, you was in victim mentality, you was dying piece by piece, you are not willing to living life. Like, what was your realization compared to like life is short? It's very surface. Like, what is underneath that?
Well, underneath that is you have to.
What about you, my friends? Not you, but what about you? I get to.
Me? Well, listen, I was very complacent. You know what? I needed to get past the roadblocks that I were putting up by myself, right? Excuses. Oh, I can wait till tomorrow. Oh, that's too hard. Do I really need to do that? Oh, this phone call, should I take it? You know what? Yeah, these are opportunities. Take them. You have to dig deep sometimes. Get past that fear. I realize that now.
So you talk about the audience get to go deep. You're not going deep in this interview, my friend. So how can the audience go deep if you're not showing the way how to go deep?
And how do you want me to go deep? Well, I'm missing the point on that. Give me an example.
That is, so as you know, like Cognitive Demon, my friend, you have followed me a long time. Cognitive Demon is about you, where you're sharing a piece of you, where you're going deep with yourself instead of saying to the audience what they get to do. You get to show the way where you have been to where you are now.
Well, listen, where I am now and where I was, It's a much different place because my eyes are more clear. My vision is more clear now because it was clouded with despair of not wanting to work hard, being lazy, making excuses. Listen, get that. I had to get that out of my way of being. It's easier just to sit. I found it was easier just to not take that call and miss out. It might have been easier, but it wasn't as rewarding because that phone call, you never know who really is on the other side of that call. And it could be a buyer, it could be an investor. It's life. I had to start participating in life more fuller. So, and that's what that memento mori is like. Well, okay. So if I died, life is over, and I missed all of these things because I couldn't get out of my way. I couldn't get out of the laziness. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be bothered. Be bothered. I like being bothered now, and I like when it's a problem that I get to solve because I find that fun. I like being a problem solver.
So what was your 3 key points that get you out of stuckness to choose to live your life?
3 key things: getting out of bed, making your bed, and having a plan for that day. Right? Getting out of bed. There's days where you just don't want to get out of bed because you know it could be a shit show that day and you'd rather just turn over and put the blanket over your head and just say, I don't want to be bothered. No, that's even more of a reason to dig deep, get out of bed. You got to accomplish things, right? The first thing you can accomplish is making that bed. You make that bed, you look at it, you say, I'll be back in about 10 or 12 hours. And then you go out and you own the day. You put your fears aside. I had to put that, despair. Do I really want to be bothered with this person? Yeah, I do. It's going to be rewarding. Are they going to give me a hard time? Good. Can I give it back a little bit? I'll give it back a little bit just to shut them up and get them more focused as to how we have to proceed. Yes, of course, I'm not a pushover. And so you just have to find that energy.
How has sustainability served you to get out of stuckness and to choose to work on your health with your body, like mind, soul, and body? Like, how have sustainability served you with that?
Well, I've always been into fitness, physical fitness, pretty much my whole life. A couple times, like you get sick, you get out of it. And when you're out of health, you realize what you don't have. And I realized I felt like a 90-year-old man. A quick example, at our parish, if there was a problem, the pastor would grab me. Come on, we got to get this guy out. Sorry, I can't even punch my way out of a wet paper bag right now. You know how that feeling of inadequacy, of I don't ever want to go back to that, right? So fitness, you have to be healthy. You have to, and it just makes life more enjoyable, more doable, more sustainable because you can go longer, you have more energy, you could take on the projects. I find that I would say, I got no energy, I don't want to do it. No, let's do it. I'll go till midnight. Let's get this job done. I want to get it done. I don't want to wait till tomorrow. We might not have tomorrow. Let's get it done today. I'd rather get it done today than wait till tomorrow. And that's what being healthy is. You get to live more full, and it's just fun. And you know what? And that goes to your mental sustainability, because if you're healthy, most likely your mental health is going to be good too, right? I'm in Okay. They used to call me grumpy, a grumpy old man. I got a hat from Disney that says grumpy because I was a grumpy old man. Not anymore. I looked in the mirror, said, no, that's not who I am, and that's not who I want to be. I want people coming to me. I don't want push people away because I'm grumpy. Come to me, talk to me. Let's do business. Let's break bread. Let's be friendly with each other. And so that's a big change, right? That paradigm shift from being a grumpy old man that doesn't smile. Oh, you don't smile. Well, I try to smile now all the time. And I try to, be a good person. So it's these little things that you can do, and staying healthy is a big part of it. Because if you're in pain, if you got a headache, if you got a joint pain, you're miserable, you're grumpy. If you're healthy, you stay in shape, you got energy, you got clarity, you're cognitively fit, you're a pleasure to be around, right?
Yeah,
Who wants to
true.
be around that curmudgeon that's going to complain? I don't like being around complainers. I don't like being around negative people because you might start complaining, and no. I'm just happy. They say, is your glass half full? No, I'm just happy to have a glass because I'll fill it in my own way, in the way I want to, right? It's half full. If it's half full because I lived life, I drank half of that to sustain me. So I'll refill that and 100,000 times again because we're just going to keep on going. My attitude is now, don't look back, forward, be happy.
Yeah, it's very interesting you work with that glass, because I work with it another way. Is the glass get to be full before I can love myself? The glass get to be full before I can support myself, because if it's empty, I'm going down in spiral as a victim. I'm going faster into victimtality. I'm going faster to anger because my glass is not full. My energy is not full uploaded like a battery. My battery is always half power on it. So as how I am working with it is the drops that's on the glass is the drops I pass forward. If my glass is half empty, as you talk about, I get to look into myself with self-love, self-care, self-worth, and talk with my coach so that I can fill my glass up with love again, so that my battery is always full uploaded and can be my best me as possible. So it's very interesting. You look like you work with your glass, always get to be a half, and I work it differently. So it's just interesting how you look at it.
I just like having a glass that I could fill, right? And life is full of vicissitudes. You have your ups and downs. Your cup's going to be empty, half full, full. I got the glass. We're going to fill it up because that's how we run. We run on full because that's a better way to run, right? If it goes down a little bit, take a step back, reevaluate what you're doing. Okay, I got to put a little more in this glass. Maybe I got to take time out for myself, get away from everyone, all the noise. You have to once in a while before you can jump head first in there to kick some ass. You got to be energized, you got to be rested, you got to have a full glass.
Has sustainability, when you work, what you talk about before we ending this interview. So we were talking a little bit about in the beginning around sustainability, like growing your own healthy life through living well with sustainability foods. Has that served you to fill your glass up so it's always full uploaded, like a battery is full uploaded? Has that served your life so that you can really love yourself on the highest level as possible?
Absolutely, because now you are what you eat, right? So I'm very, very, very careful what I put in my body. I like to grow things. I love being in my garden. If my glass is half empty, I'm feeling tired or burnt out, I go to my garden. I take my shoes off. I ground not only physically in the garden, but also mentally and spiritually. It's my happy place. It's the place where I retreat to find solace, to re-energize. I like working on my gardens. I like the projects in there. And then I know what I'm going to eat. I don't have to worry about anything. And that is going to return even more to me. So it's a win-win situation to me all the way around. If I'm feeling like crap, I got in a fight or whatever, and I got to clear my head, you can find me in my garden because it's my place. It's my happy place. It's where I could pray. It's where I could just tune everybody out except myself and nature down to what's crawling around, the insects, the noises, the birds, the butterfly. It's just my place.
What is the 3 benefits, short, my friend? What is the 3 benefits the garden have bring to your life so that you can fill your cup up with love?
Well, like I was saying, it's my happy place, right? It's my.
So what is the benefit for the nature that is giving you? Like, we store your energy when you like have bare feet in the nature is doing something with your vibration. So that is like benefit with bare feet. Yeah. What else, my friend?
Well, it just restores that life energy to me, right? It restores my spirituality, refreshes that through the peace of just being in a place that I could just absorb the earth through the electrons. And you could actually, if you're run down or whatever, and you go out there and ground, you could feel yourself being recharged because we are electrical and we need to be recharged. You get the sun just giving me that vitamin D and the energy that comes with that. It just total revitalization. Like I said, my mood puts me back in a good mood. If I'm a little off, it puts me back in a good mood. It restores vitality, my happiness again. It's just the place that just the energy, the atmosphere just restores all that you need in your body, both mentally, physically, and spiritually. It really does. You could feel it just coming in. It just takes away all the negative because it's all positive there. It's a positive place. So you need a place like that in your life. It might be a chapel or whatever else, but you need to find that place where you could ground and to restore all that you lost. Because you lose stuff. I mean, you're living life. You're giving off your energy. You got to restore that energy. And you got to find that place that does that. My God is almost a sacred place to me.
So what is your advice? You share a little bit about it is to the audience out there. You get to choose to create your joyful place, like the place that's giving joy, the place that's filling your battery, your glass with love up. What else is one advice that you have successful, my friend, that you will give to the audience?
Well, it's accomplishment, right? You get a sense of accomplishing something by taking a seed and nurturing it, making it into a seedling and still nurturing that and seeing almost a spiritual thing growing in that plant. And then you bring it and you transplant it, and that hard work in doing is just the sense of achievement is so rewarding that you're bringing something to the world, really. You're not taking, you're giving back. So you get that sense of, you know what, I'm doing something bigger than me, even though they're little plants and it's just not a huge garden. It's not even a farm, really. It's just, we're going to make it a 5-acre thing here eventually, but it's less than an acre of gardening. But I still feel like it's giving back to the earth. It's giving back to nature. And that's something that you take for granted, that you should take, but no, you should give back, because it's more rewarding and it's more satisfying.
Yeah, because when we're giving, we are also receiving instead of a taker. Taker is from the ego, is from the past. So to you, the audience, you get to learn to how to give, so that you can receive the healing, so that you can receive the joy, so that you can receive really the choice of filling your cup up with love to yourself. So in this end of this interview, my friends, to you there that is watching here, please go back in your newsletter from us. You will get a newsletter later where there is information about you, where you can find Christopher, where you can connect with him, where you can learn more about what he has shared with you, like really come to the point where he chose to turn around his life around for dying to living, and how sustainability have served him to really living life through a healthy lifestyle, through the food he chooses to eat, of the lifestyle he chooses. So the last, what is one thing you would like the audience to go with? Like one short thing, what will that be?
Well, live life to the fullest. Don't count on being here tomorrow. It might not be here. So, like I said, if you want to do something, go do it. There's no stopping you. Don't listen to negative people. Stay away from negative people, and just do. As long as it doesn't harm anyone, do what you want to do, right? Take those opportunities. Enjoy life. It's don't take it for granted. Live life in a good way, and you'll have such a wonderful time, a wonderful life.
Amazing, amazing.
We try.
So thank you so much for watching this amazing interview. To you out there, go back. Yeah, you will receive all the information you need to know about Christopher in your email. And if you have not yet received the email or been a part of this Conquer Mere Demon Christmas calendar that is going over 24 days here in the Christmas, please go get access to conquerthemeredemon.org or .com. And with that, Christopher, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing a piece of you, how sustainability will have served your life, for you can choose to live the life to the full as you do today. So thank you so much, my friend, for being part of this.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. With that, to you out there, thank you so much, and having the most amazing day. Talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.